Okay, so we are back. Hello everyone, it's a fair programming error that is refused to be fixed. CodeErr. And would you look at that? I'm streaming on a day that isn't Friday or Saturday. And the reason for that is simple. There is a Genshin event. It's a short one, so today's stream will also end up being a bit shorter. And I'll just get right to it. There's no use delaying things. Apparently we get a new recipe for it. And it's apparently a 4-part event, but each part is like maybe 20 minutes long from what I've been told. You're here for the streak, I see, but you get back to your stream and focus on that. But thank you for checking in despite that. I'm sure I will raid you in a second. And I appreciate the head pats and the lurk. Alright. Now then. I think audio levels should be fine, so let's go down here. Oh, like really down. Okay, I thought just inside, but no, we actually have to go down. Which is fine by me, we can go all the way down. There we go. Oh, I actually have to interact with something, so I don't just walk into a cutscene trigger.
Urgently seeking one temporary chef willing to pay top Mora, salary negotiable.
We are that top chef.
An urgent hiring notice and they're paying top Mora too! Oh, Paimon likes the sound of that.
Strange. Why would Wang Shuin suddenly need a new chef? Curious.
Right? It is strange. Do you think something happened to Yanxiao? Cause that guy barely lets anyone ever set foot in his kitchen.
He died.
Doesn't seem like the type to hire help.
Wouldn't be the first time an NPC dies.
Go upstairs and
But they
talk to
usually
the
die in
innkeeper
main
for
story,
a
not in events.
Should we go and see what's up?
You wanna check how much the job pays, don't you?
Well, that. And to check up on Yanxiao, of course.
Of course. Whatever you say, Paimon, whatever you say. Well then. Oh, apparently there's another quest down here that looks like a regular quest that I haven't done for some reason. Huh. Well, that's interesting to know. Perhaps I'll have to remember to do that at some point. But not today. Alright, we're here.
Boss, there's really no need for this. It's just a little burn, that's all. It won't get in the way of my work.
Perhaps
Yeah, he's
not,
dying.
but continuing
Tis but
to
a
work
flesh
will only
wound.
hinder your recovery. You need to rest for a few days. We'll figure something out.
Huayan! Yanxiao!
Oh? Traveler and Paimon. What brings you to this neck of the woods?
We saw your hiring notice downstairs.
And we decided to come check up on Yanxiao.
Yeah, totally not checking out the pay.
I knew we shouldn't have posted that notice. It's really nothing to worry about. I'm fine. I swear.
But if you can trust anyone to
kind
take
of
over
you.
the kitchen, wouldn't
My
it be
thanks
me?
to you both. And thanks on Yanxiao's behalf too. There's nothing to be embarrassed about, Yanxiao. Just tell them what happened.
Oh,
You
all
got
right.
seriously burned. Oh.
Well, basically, we had a lot of guests pouring in for the lantern ride. Things got busy. I started rushing, and I ended up accidentally burning my hand while plating a dish.
And now he cannot cook anymore, ever. Imagine. Oh, so hi, Bones. How's it going? How's it going? Hope you're doing well. I am currently doing a short little event, which means today's stream will be shorter because I'm just here to play the event because it's voice acted, so it must be important. But apparently it's also not very long. It doesn't sound like you.
Well, you know what they say. Play with fire long enough and you're bound to get burned. Even the best chefs slip up sometimes. Anyway, it's nothing, just a tiny burn. I can still...
Now. I don't want you pushing yourself.
Do this soon?
You'll only
How
make it
soon?
worse. And then you'll be looking at more
And
than
is your
just a
brain up
couple
to the
of days
task to
off
do this
recover.
soon?
But the lantern right's only just finished.
The silence.
And we're still getting tons of guests. Now's not a good time for me to rest. But, plus, lots of the guests are visiting from other nations. We can't just bring in some random chef off the street. We have a reputation to
I
uphold.
am not just a random chef off the
refuse to let
street.
someone else
I
ruin
am the
good name
legendary
we've made for
traveler.
ourselves here.
Renowned across.
Listen to you.
I am known
Anyone would
across
think
all
that
of
you're the
Teyvat at
boss
this
and not
point.
me. But he's not wrong. Yanxiao was one of the favorites in the Masterful Chefs tournament. No matter how you look at it, his are big boots to fill.
Well, I'm
I
here,
don't
aren't
mean
I?
to boast, but any chef of my caliber probably has their own restaurant to look after. It's not going to be easy to find someone who's got the skills and has the time to help us out.
I've got the time to help you out, and I cook a lot in this
Looks
game.
like we might have to increase the pay we're offering even further.
Do we know anyone that's a good chef and has the time to help out?
Sometimes the answer you're looking for is right under your nose.
Oh, of course, you!
I am the best.
Oh,
Thank you very
right.
much.
Yes. Now I think about it, I do recall hearing good things about your cooking ability. I suppose I'd added you to my mental list of people who can hold their own in a combat situation, but forgot you can cook.
I can do many things.
Why are you even keeping a mental list of
4
people who
pages
can fight?
minimum. Oh,
Maybe a story for another time.
4 pages
importantly,
tonight.
I'm sure Yan
For a
Xiao
paper
would be
due
comfortable
tomorrow.
leaving his kitchen in your hands, if anyone's. What do you think, Yan Xiao?
Well,
So,
since it's you, I suppose that's
Um,
better than anyone else.
is it a good idea to watch a random stream right now? Are you maybe just giving your brain a little bit of
Should we do
time to breathe before you completely power yourself out? Is that what's going on? Just relax a little bit and then go all in later. Because I don't want to distract you from an important paper. Dreading writing it. I mean, understandable, but try not to procrastinate it too much. Now, I know I'm not one to talk. I also do love my procrastinating. That is a thing that I do as well. But, yeah. Hope your brain will pull itself together soon. Hours are between 9 and 11 p.m. Also, once the stress is finally built up enough when you're like, damn it, I don't have a lot of time left, that will be a big motivator, won't it? Not a good motivator, but a big motivator. Alright, you said something about increasing the pay?
I did say that, didn't I? Well, I'm a man of my word. You'll be compensated generously for your work.
I should warn you that cooking for customers is quite a different ballgame from cooking for yourself, so
Is it now?
I'll stick around the kitchen over the next few days to help smooth things over.
Oh, so he's not leaving the kitchen after all?
So that's for tomorrow and high by doing some
I believe
today.
there's some spare kitchenware here at the inn. Boss, would you mind?
Of course.
That is
of
good.
course. I'll take
Reduce
care of
stress
it.
while you can.
Whew. All done. Come, take a look. This was made with your measurements in mind.
The carpentry is incredible. You've missed your true calling.
Ah, it's nothing. A little handicraft and elbow grease goes a long way. All right, Yan Xiao. I'll leave you to take it from here.
Cooking time.
You really went to all the trouble of building a new stovetop? What was wrong with the original? Boy, you really hate when people touch your stuff, huh?
No, it's nothing like that. As boss always says,
Is it really
hire
nothing like
who
that,
you
though?
trust, and trust who you hire. I just thought the original setup might be a little
Time for nummies, yes.
tall for you.
Apparently that's what this entire event is gonna be about. Well, everyone looks short compared to you.
Anyway, as I was saying, cooking for guests is different from cooking for yourself. Not only do you have to execute on taste, aroma, and appearance, but you also need to ensure speed, precision, and consistency. Having the right equipment is a big part of that. Ill-suited equipment doesn't just make the job more tiring, it also slows you down.
I
And
can
paying
speed
customers
cook.
don't have unlimited patience.
And consistently too, I have the
Sometimes
ability to
cooking is all about
auto-cook
being
most
well
dishes at
prepared.
this point.
That's how you ensure speed.
Okay, and what about precision and consistency?
Auto-cook.
Precision all comes down to using your eyes. Where to slice into a particular cut of meat, how much oil to use, how to tell when a dish is done cooking. When you cook for yourself, you can always add salt if it's too bland or add water if it's too salty. You can tweak the taste as you go, but in a restaurant, there's not that much room for trial and error.
I'm not too worried about that.
Worst case scenario, Paimon can deal with any subpar dishes by making sure they get properly disposed of.
Sure you can,
The
Paimon.
final thing you have to focus
It
on
is an art, it's true.
consistency. You have to be able to handle the most challenging orders with the same level of technique and skill as the easiest ones. This is particularly important when you have guests from all over, each with their own tastes and
Oh, I'm ready
preferences.
for the guests from all
You
over.
have to cater to
Paimon is the
their own
garbage
dietary
disposal.
needs, while also giving them the opportunity
Yes, but only for
to
food.
enjoy our local delicacies.
This last point is making Paimon's head spin.
Don't worry. Matter of fact, someone as well-traveled as you may even have a better handle on it than me once you get started.
Ooh, that's high
And
praise.
of course, I'll be around to help you.
Those
over the next few
expectations will
days.
be tough to meet.
I don't think we'll have any trouble making all our guests feel right at home.
Alright, let's go. Part 1. I'm ready for part 1 to truly begin.
There's no time to lose, so let's get started. I imagine you probably have a good handle on the cooking side of things already. What you need to pay attention to is remembering each table's order.
Oh no.
Try not to get them mixed up.
Remembering my
Paimon's
weakness.
memory is like a steel trap. This is gonna be a cinch.
My memory sucks. At the end of the day, I messed up every order.
Which ticket are we on again? Table 1 was onions, but no chilies. Table 2 was chilies, but no onions. And table 3 was,
So much for Paimon's memory.
table 3 was chilies, but hold the chilies?
Well, snap out of it, Paimon. I'm the one doing the cooking. The least you can do is take care of remembering what goes where.
Was Paimon just sleep floating?
You've been talking nonsense since about halfway through the day.
We didn't even get a break in the middle. Paimon's brain has turned to mush. Is it always this busy here?
I guess that's why the pay is so high.
No, but this is peak season. You both did a mighty fine job for your first
You
time
better pay me
serving
in Primo
guests at the end.
Gems.
Luckily, all our customers were familiar faces this time around, so we didn't get any strange requests. Otherwise, today would have been even more challenging.
Oh boy.
No strange request? Someone asked for almond tofu drizzled in soy sauce. Even Paimon has never tried that combination.
It's a wide world out there. People have all kinds of different tastes. Being able to cater to all is the real essence of Liyue cuisine. Also,
Okay,
the
then.
thing about requests is that they're usually very specific. So as long as you do what they asked, you're unlikely to have any issues. What's really tricky is when guests give you free reign to do anything you want.
I can see how that would be a
Excuse me.
problem.
Are you still open by any chance?
Paimon knows that voice. Let's go check it out.
Sounds familiar. I don't know how. I feel like I haven't heard that voice in a while. Oh no,
What
it's
should we do?
Linne! It's
It
Fremine!
doesn't
Of
look
course,
like
I don't hear
anyone's
Fremine
here.
that much.
If only we'd gotten here a bit sooner.
Fremine,
It's
the
all right.
neglected of
If
the
we
three.
start building a campfire now, we'll be eating before too long.
Well, look who came all the way
Right.
here from
Besides, if
Fontaine.
anyone's to blame, it's Linny. So busy being a greedy culture vulture that he lost track of time.
We're really gonna get guests from all over, aren't we?
Ew.
Looking forward to that.
Paimon? So, is the traveler here?
Indeed, I am the chef. Give me your order. Greetings.
Traveler, Paimon! What a nice surprise!
We're technically close, but I'm sure I can cook one
Paimon
more
was
dish
gonna
real
say the
quick.
same thing. We're just lending a helping hand at the end.
You fill the three of them in.
Anyway, so that's how we ended up here. But what about you guys? Don't tell us. Father sent you on another mission?
No, quite the opposite, actually.
Oh?
We're in Liyue on vacation, and
Damn,
while we're
everyone going
here,
to Liyue
I
for
thought a
vacation
cultural
recently,
tour
huh?
might be in order.
Father said we deserved some rest after everything
Even
that
the
happened
Chief
recently.
Justice of Fontaine
Otherwise,
came all the
it
way
could
to Liyue for
jeopardize our next
vacation.
mission.
As well as the former
It's
Archon,
not every day we get this kind of opportunity.
the boss
Winnie
of the
thought it
Spina
might
di
be fun to
Rusula.
spend some time in Liyue, especially since it's Lantern Rite season.
Like, everyone's coming over. And the cultural tour Lily mentioned?
We could hardly pass up the opportunity to watch a Liyue-style magic show. Although, I think they call it conjuring here.
In our time here, we've seen conjuring tricks incorporated into a Liyue opera show, and even a wushu dance. It was amazing.
So, we decided to
All
stay
right.
here for a few more days to see what other forms of inspiration this land might have in store for us. We visited Granny Roshin in Chingsa village not long ago, and today we continued our cultural tour in the area around here.
In the end, though, we lost track of time. We haven't even eaten anything yet.
Well, you came to the right place. We might be close, but I'm always open for
And
friends.
speaking of eating, as you know, seafood is a big part of both Liyue and Fontaine cuisine, but it's cooked very differently here. We simply had to try some local seafood after coming all this way. That's another reason why we decided to extend our trip.
Oh, need any recommendations? What have you tried so far?
That fish one with the misleading name. Sounds bland, but it's drowning in hot chilies.
Oh, you mean blackback perch soup? You're right. The name doesn't give much away.
Alright, so
It
what do you
looked
want
and smelled
now?
so appetizing that Lynette took a huge mouthful, blissfully unaware that she was about to set her mouth on fire. She could barely speak for the rest of the day after that.
I'm sure you appreciated her not being able to speak.
That wasn't a
Oh.
huge adjustment for her.
That was different.
What? Aren't you guys hungry too?
Yes, a little.
Give me your order. I want to know
Yes,
your order.
I'm ready to eat. Traveler, I'm afraid we'll have to send you back to the kitchen now.
No problem. What would you like?
Good question. I doubt we'll be able to decipher the menu, so why don't you recommend something?
Oh no.
You should be pretty familiar with our tastes.
Oh no, it's the thing they warned us about. When guests give you free reign to do anything. Okay, I'll figure something out.
One more thing. Please, if you have a heart, don't make it spicy.
Got it. Make a spicy dish. As spicy as possible. I'll see what I can do. Ruh-roh.
Fontaine, huh? No wonder they
No
can't handle
chilies.
too much
All the
spice.
chilies.
Still, if we make the food too bland, they might as well be eating back home.
What do you recommend? Also saying they only have bland food? Wow.
There's this crab and shrimp stir fry I know that could work. It's quite heavily seasoned, but it's a lot milder than it looks. It has a light but really satisfying flavor.
By the way, since we're playing a gacha game right now, can I talk about a different gacha game that also has a big celebration right now? The
Well, this is where
Konosuba
it
mobile
gets
game
interesting.
currently is celebrating
They
its
call
4-year
it the
anniversary.
Palace Jewels. The crab roe is supposed to look like pearls of gold.
It's
and
funny.
the shrimp meat
I haven't played
like
it in a
chunks
while and I
of
came
jade.
back to it like about a week ago. Like just 3 or 4 days before they started being like, oh yeah, 4-year anniversary event is starting now. So I think I came back to it at just the right time. And oh my god, the new Megumin version they have looks amazing. And I think, I'm not entirely sure. Yeah. I think the new Megumin version actually has a very powerful ability. It looks like she can cast her explosion spell once without dying. Because in the game, normally if Megumin casts her ult explosion, she then immediately passes out and is unusable for the rest of the fight. And basically, like, yeah, basically her HP drops to 0 and you immediately send in the next character. But apparently the new version can cast it and get back up once, if I saw that correctly, which seems very interesting. Also, as for the game, it's called Konosuba Fantastic Days. The thing is, I'm playing the original release. You see, I've been playing the game since release day for years. Then I missed 1 or 2 days at one point, and that was enough to completely drop my motivation to come back to the game. Until recently, where I decided, you know what, I probably should come back to it because it was pretty fun. But yeah, since I started playing from release day, when I started playing, there was no global release of it yet, so I'm still playing the original Japanese release, because I couldn't wait for a global release, because the global release came like, was it 1 year or 2 years? I think it was 2 years after the original Japanese release, so it's very behind. And at this point, I have so much stuff in the Japanese release that I'm not switching to global. It is not happening. Anyway, Wowery, that's a pretty enigmatic name.
Here's the recipe. When you're ready, go ahead and give it a try.
In the challenge, receive of friends from afar. You must continually prep, mix, and cook. Sunk cost, yeah, but you see, I haven't spent any money on it. It might be a gacha game, but my philosophy of not spending a cent in gacha games will stand true for all eternity. Plus, I have so many good characters in it. They even did crossovers at this point. Like, listen, I have Megumin wearing the outfit of Milim Nava from Reincarnated as a Slime. Megumin in Milim's outfit is something else. Cost can be time and energy too. That on the other hand is very true, yes. Alright, you must continuously, yeah. After you begin preparing, the indicator on the slider will move back and forth between each end. When the indicator points to the corresponding area, click on the button to mark one instant of success. Mixing, hold the button to make the indicator bar move over the sliding ring. When it passes the prompted area, release the button to mark success. After you begin cooking, the indicator on the slider will move back and forth. Click, yeah. It's complete. You can plate and decorate the dish. Decorated tableware, accessories, and add-ons.
Boats are made for transferring commodities back.
Alright, I guess we'll have to start cooking
those
then.
that come across Liyue tend to stay a while. So it is where many things come to settle.
Serve them up. Let's see if I know what to do. The instructions were clear enough. Let's see if I can figure out how to actually get them right. Start. Oh no, I missed one. Gabe, how's it going? How was the rest of your stream? Did you figure out everything? When I left, you were, I think, at the end of the trial, and Tartaglia got absolutely wrecked by Monsieur Nouvelette. How's everything gone since then? I was focusing a bit less because I was moderating in Spinner's chat at that point, and well, then obviously I had to go live. Topic, but I brought to that today. Little shaved in one. Aww. Aww. Is he cold? Cold little leg? But I hope at least there were no issues, right? I assume there were no issues, or I guess you'll have to wait until the results get back to you or something. But I hope everything is okay, other than the little shave spot. Looks so sad. Yeah, just check up, okay. Glad to know. Alright. Days and reputation from Fontaine. Nice, that is progress. By the way, Gabe, in case you're wondering what I'm doing the newest event. Which is a limited time thing, so I had to do it. But sometimes I want to make sure everything is good. That's fair, that's fair. Always gotta make sure everything is fine. When you're dealing with a pet, nothing is more important than making sure everything is absolutely as perfect as can be. Nah, I'll just finish as is. I don't need to be too fancy about it. This is plenty fancy enough, I think. Also, potato, what's up, Blue?
Sorry for the wait. This dish is called...
Girl, just a friendly
the
reminder.
Paris Jewel.
Oh, don't worry, I
Excellent.
didn't forget. I did not forget. Why? Just because we're done with DDLC for now on the channel and A Hat in Time is taking its place now? I didn't forget about Natsuki. Is there potential Fontaine spoilers? Maybe slight Fontaine spoilers in the first part. But
yes,
apparently we get
we
to
meant
meet
to
characters
say,
from all over
you
the
two
place,
must be
so
tired
I
after
think
a long
only
day
this
of
part
work.
has Fontaine characters.
Do you want to eat with us?
Probably.
Oh. Now that
Hiding
you
in
mention
fact they
it,
try to
I'm
act as
a little
normal as
hungry.
possible.
Well, if you insist, then who are we to refuse?
The typical tsundere of pet. It's not like there's anything wrong with me or anything, baka. Cats are cute, but yeah, they... Man, it is kind of sad that they don't, you know, they don't tell you. But they gotta act tough, I guess. Well, we'll still let our guests enjoy the first bite. There we go.
Oh, right.
As if I'd be in
Of course.
pain,
Here's
Baka.
some customers. Why aren't
But
you
it is
eating?
true, cats are the tsundere of
The
pets.
sauce looks a little overpowering.
Oh, according to Liyue custom, it's probably good table manners to let someone else go first.
Jeez, just eat already.
Looks delicious, traveler. I guess I'll dig in first. Here goes.
Well,
What is it? Do you need some water?
No, it's delicious.
nailed
The
it.
flavor is so pure. It's drenched in sauce, but somehow it just enhances the natural flavor of the seafood. Try it for yourselves.
I am the perfect cook, as you can
alright.
see. The best chef. The best chef in all of Tevat. I shall be known for my combat prowess and culinary mastery.
What is that? Crab roe?
Yep, you have quite the palate, Lynette.
No wonder it pairs so well with the shrimp meat. I've never seen it prepared this way before.
Well,
According to the creator, chewy crab complements succulent shrimp, making a spectacular seafood ensemble with a succulent flavor and luscious mouthfeel.
the wink,
The
really?
crab roe glitters like pearls of gold, and the shrimp shines like chunks of jade. Hence its name, the Palace Jewels.
So that's where the name comes from. Huh. I suppose it's quite fitting
What
then.
about the boy, please? Oh, that's gonna be an interesting request.
Was Paimon always this well spoken?
Perhaps that shall finally motivate me to work through the final few poems on my request queue. Especially since now I'm done with the DDLC playthrough, that means there won't be any poems stacking up because of, you know, writing poems for the DDLC VODs. Any more of them stacking up. So I should be able to slowly work through the list and make it go to 0 now. Especially like if I finally get the motivation, which with that I might. 3 points left is the lowest I've ever seen it. I'm sure it won't stay there for long, though. I'm sure it won't stay there for long. She just memorized what the recipe said.
This dish must be right up your alley, Lynette. Huh?
It's half gone already? When did that happen?
Probably when you were busy yapping away.
I heard that in Liyue. The biggest compliment you can pay to the chef is to leave a clean plate. It's delicious. Thank you ever so much.
Do you need seconds?
Fight over it? Hey, leave some for Paimon!
No, you're not getting any. You're the waste disposal. If a dish is actually good, you don't get to have any. This is not what we agreed on, Paimon. Alright, so that worked
So your
out.
friends like the dish, huh? Well done. Not bad at all for your first day on the job. There'll be more to come, so keep it up.
Oh, I'm sure there'll be more to come. Alright, time for day 2, I assume. Wait till the next day. Of course. Of course, it's a waiting quest. There we go. But that shouldn't take too long.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember.
Alright. I'm ready to go again. Part 2 begins now.
Warning! The boss tells me that both new and returning customers have nothing but good things to say about you. I have to admit, I was a
So
little
who's
worried
coming
about
here
throwing you right
today?
into the deep end.
Which familiar
Looks
face
like
are we
you've
gonna
got
get
what
to
it takes
see?
to handle the day-to-day here. So it should be plain sailing. Well, just as long as we don't run into any
Visitors from
extremely picky customers
Sumeru.
with unreasonably specific requests.
It's the old lady.
Have you had someone like that before?
Of course. The worst are those old scholars who
Old
barely put
scholars,
in their
you
life,
say?
but
Oh
think
no.
reading a stack of books on the topic makes them the expert.
One of them might
criticize
have
you
just
for no
entered.
reason, claiming your cooking method
Oh,
isn't
no.
faithful to the original, or that the flavor profile isn't authentic because you used an ingredient that wasn't in their beloved centuries-old version of the recipe.
This is Wang Shuin. It does have the look and feel of a time-honored establishment.
Why does it say question mark? I know who you are. I know that voice.
Oh, innkeeper! We'll have each of your signature dishes, please, as fast as you can serve them. The most expensive ones.
Farazan! Oops,
Yes,
Farazan.
that old granny research
Oh
lady.
my. Traveler, Paimon, whatever are you doing here?
We work here.
We could ask you the same thing. Where'd you suddenly get the funds to go sightseeing? And to order the most expensive things on the menu?
I'm not here to sightsee. Exemplary
But yeah, I haven't
scholars
seen
like
Farazan
myself
in
are
very
highly
long.
sought after by cruise
Been
operators in need of
forever.
an onboard consultant
Oh,
as they
Dory
travel the
too?
world.
That's probably why she has the money, because Dory's here.
Madam Farazan, please.
And Layla.
Slow down.
More faces I haven't seen in a while.
None of us slept
Trying to
last
fund our
night.
gem addiction.
How come Madam Farazan
Yes, we need
still
those
has so much
primos.
energy? If she's really over 100 years old, I don't understand how she keeps going. It's all my fault.
All the visitors from
She's been
Sumeru
like
are
this ever since
here.
I told her I'd be paying the expenses. Layla!
Also, the fact that Dory said she's paying the expenses? How generous. How generous that this black market dealer is all of a sudden like, oh yeah, don't worry, I'll pay for everything. She never pays for anything. What kind of contract did you make? Why don't you all take a seat and catch your breath? You invite the three to sit and explain that you're helping out at Wang Shuin.
Temporary chef, huh? Wow. No rest for the wicked. Well, if the chef here is trusting you to run his whole kitchen, then I've got no doubt we're in for some authentic Liyue specialties.
So, why are you all in Liyue again? Something about being an onboard consultant?
So do I get a new recipe for
got my
each
hands
part?
on a new
That's
boat
fun,
from
can't wait for
Fontaine a
this
while
newest
ago,
recipe.
Equipped with cutting-edge navigation technology. If we manage to spread the word, it could have huge business potential. Right now, we're doing some test runs. We sailed from Port Ormos to Rito, then from Rito to Liyue Harbor. Next, we're planning to go to Dornman Port. Oh, Madam
Alright.
Farazan and me were hired to fine-tune the compass and other equipment. We sailed around the Sea of Calls.
Her
all of
influences,
last night
ick.
to put the system through some stress testing.
Oh, the horror. And they're eating the most expensive food. Are they gonna post about it on social media later? You know, I say that, but the internet is actually a thing in Genshin Impact. Well, used to be a thing, at least. It's not really, they kind of mostly shut it down, but I think there might still be some stuff about it. But yeah, it's called the Akasha. And it's only a thing in Sumeru, which is the place that these people are from. These people are from the one nation in the game that has/had an equivalent of the internet. So yes, the influences are here. Oh no. That sounds like illegal overtime.
Overtime for which they'll both be fairly compensated. They're both here willingly. The contract is crystal clear on that.
You really cover all your bases, don't you? Let Paimon guess. Paying the expenses is part of the compensation, isn't it? No wonder Madame Farozan is going for all the most expensive dishes.
It's not every day someone tells you to order whatever you like. Now, first up,
We'll have the...
Farozan, Madam Farozan, that is. While I am more than happy to treat you both to the most expensive dishes on the menu, we must remember that most expensive does not always mean best.
Which is fair, but if you get the chance to try the most expensive...
Usually either seafood-based or take an exceptionally long time to prepare. Now, I don't know about you two, but after so many days at sea, I don't think I can so much as look at another piece of seafood again for at least the foreseeable future.
Huh. That's actually a good point.
So, what do you want? Is it
Not
another
to
one,
mention
do
that
whatever
poor
you
Liyue
want?
Here looks like she's about to faint from hunger.
Actually, she's probably just tired.
Oh, that's not because of hunger.
She's always tired.
Surely the wise and virtuous Madame Farozan could not bear to watch her poor students sit here and waste away.
Oh, well, of course I care about my students' well-being, but why do I feel like I'm being tricked?
Because you are.
So, let's not order anything that'll take too long to prepare. Aside from that and seafood, we'll take whatever other expensive dishes you have. Over to you, traveler.
Alright, sure. Whatever other expensive dishes we have, huh? Whatever expensive dishes we have. Oh, we're making bank today. Let's go. So be it.
So, expensive, but no seafood, and nothing that takes too long to cook. That rules out pretty much our entire menu. Do these people get a kick out of being impossible to please?
Probably.
Ugh, that Dory. Is she doing this on purpose?
I'd bet more that she is.
This isn't Liyue Pavilion or Xinhua Kiosk. This is Wangshu Inn. We don't stock up on rare and exotic ingredients.
Well, I probably have
We
a
only
few
get
rare and
them in if
exotic
someone puts in a
ingredients.
special reservation. Well, if we're stuck with regular ingredients,
No, I probably
and
have
we're
some
on a
special
time limit,
ingredients.
there's
I've been
only
all over
one
the
way
place.
to bump up the price, and that's by cooking a dish that uses the chef's expertise and creativity to the fullest.
But I probably
As it
have.
happens, I know a
I
recipe
have
for something
ingredients from all over the
called
world.
Trembling strings and rushing reeds. It can be whipped up quickly with what we already have in the kitchen.
But I have
One
stuff too.
plate usually goes for 30,000 mora.
30,000? But if it's quick to make and isn't fancy, what exactly makes it so special?
Quick doesn't have to mean quick and easy. To perfect this dish, you need expert knife work and very precise control over the heat.
Oh boy.
You have to finely slice several different types of meat into fine threads, knead them together into strips, then gently stir-fry them in the pan. What you end up with is a whole variety of flavors that come through layer by layer. This dish is unique in offering a harmonious blend of multiple kinds of meat,
Okay.
all cooked to perfection, while still bursting with their own distinct flavors. Do it right, and you've got a culinary masterpiece in your hands. But if you botch it, it's just a bunch of meat thrown on a plate.
Alright, so we gotta make this perfect.
This dish gets its value not from the ingredients, but the chef's expertise.
Do you think I'll be able to pull it off?
Now, don't worry. I can take care of the kneading and other prep work for you. You just focus on bringing it all together.
Why,
Believe in
thanks for the
yourself.
help.
You can do this. And if you mess it up, Paimon will still be happy to eat it.
And that is why you're the waste disposal. Again though, if the dish turns out well, you don't get any Paimon. This is, you only get stuff if it's bad. Alright, serve them up. I am ready. This has to be the perfect dish. Ooh, that's faster. Okay. Was not really expecting the higher speed, but I did that part perfectly. Now onto the mixing. There we go. Ooh, going the other way. Oh, come on, I hit that. I hit that. Really, game? Really? I feel like there's a slight delay there. I feel like there is a slight delay. I need to let go earlier. I need to be early on everything. But that's fine. Yeah, okay, I do need to be early. Hi. How nice of you to scream at me. How are you? Hope you're doing well. Oh, by the way, can I just say one thing? I don't know why, and I don't know how. Because I know you can't redeem it while I'm not live. But for some reason, when I booted up my streaming software today, the second it opened up, it immediately played the scream sound effect at me. Which only means that someone must have redeemed it while it wasn't on, but you can't redeem it while I'm not streaming. So I just booted it up and all of a sudden I got screamed at. That threw me for a loop, honestly. But, yeah, no. While I'm streaming, I should have come to expect these screams at this point. But yes, amazing indeed. By the way, is my dish also amazing? I sure hope so. Alright, but welcome to the stream. How are you? Hope you're doing well. Very well. Not just amazing, but amazingly amazing.
Ooh, smells delightful.
Oh, we meant to ask, have you two eaten breakfast yet? If not, why don't you join us at the table?
What, so we can pay part of the
Did Dory just
part of
offer
the
us
meal?
a free meal? When did she become so
No, she's
generous?
asking to share so we can share the price.
Let's not forget that the biggest business deals are always settled over a meal. Come on, come on, come on, sit down and join us.
Yeah, she
Everyone
wants to share the
eat it.
price.
This dish looks simple enough.
League of Indie Cross
And I did
again
my
on Friday?
research, so surely it
Ooh,
can't cost all
ooh,
that
if I
much.
remember, I'll be there.
Where's
Because that
Pete
sounds like fun.
Sumeru? Maybe
I assume you're gonna try it on hard?
This dish had better be worth working overtime all night for. Well, traveler, this is the moment of truth.
Ooh boy, is my dish good?
So tired, so sleepy.
Please tell me they like it.
Eat up and get to bed.
MasterChef code can't be wrong. Everyone gets to eat during the...
This
Oh?
foul? Oh, wait.
Same, Layla.
No, the texture is more like shroom.
She is
board.
always sleepy, which makes her relatable. No, because of
There's a
Sans
different
first song.
flavor in every
Fair.
bite. And the discerning palate might detect
Sans'
hints of
first song is the
something
hardest.
smoked, too.
Well, if you're playing Pacifist.
Quite
If you're playing
marvelous.
Genocide, his third song is
How
obviously
is this
harder.
made?
The smokiness is from the ham. That was my addition.
Ham? But I don't see any ham anywhere.
Oh.
Haha, so you've noticed. Yep, every single strip is needed from several different kinds of meat. Paimon and Yanxiao put in a lot of effort to make it just right.
So I'm not an expert or anything.
I will
but
power it
don't
more.
Different meats have different
But it's a
cooking
fun
times?
song.
How is everything in
It took a
this
lot out
dish
of me too
cooked
when I
to
first played.
perfection?
When I first played, that was one that
You see,
was pretty
that's
rough.
a trade secret.
Any more? I can. But I did struggle a lot when I first played it. Until I started speaking Japanese while playing the song, and then all of a sudden I got it in one try. The power of Japanese, it fills me with determination. Tired I got... That moment, yeah. That's when you know you basically won. Anyway, it's just a matter of practice.
Wow. So this dish really is one of a kind. That makes the whole trip worth it. By the way, does this special dish have a name?
Paimon, it's time for you
I
to...
forgot to mention that part. The dish is called Trembling Strings and Rushing Reeds, alluding to the way that the different threads of meat are woven together. And also...
She's gonna ramble
Complex
on about the whole
layers of
thing.
Flavor, yes?
Never mind, she's not
Akin
gonna
to
get
the
to ramble
harmonies of a
on.
musical ensemble. The name, if I'm not mistaken, is a Liyue idiom that evokes a vigorous orchestral performance featuring both
Because
stringed
of
and
course
wind
Farzan
instruments
already
played
knows
together.
everything.
Quite an apt name for this dish.
how did you know all that?
She studied.
Every student has to master at least 20 languages before they graduate. Wait, is that not a requirement anymore?
Huh.
Huh? Oh, that used to be a thing?
Oh, it's just 20 languages, guys. Easy.
So,
Oh no.
anyway, how much
I
does
read
this
a
dish
book,
cost?
Paimon.
Oh, don't worry, not
Oh,
too
no.
much. That'll be 30,000 more, please and thank you.
That face.
30,000?
You what? Hey, we said expensive dish. Here's the expensive dish.
About that, Paimon, traveler, I merely invited you to join us at the table, did I not? I don't believe I committed to paying for you.
Really? I knew she would pull this card. I knew
So,
she would.
Perhaps we could split the bill accordingly?
Oh, Paimon knew it was too good to be true.
30,000 more surely is an outrageous amount for the most magnanimous Lord Sangonomiya Bay.
Yeah, as a famous merchant, you've got a reputation to uphold.
But every single mora matters, you know?
It really doesn't matter to me. I have more than enough more. I could
I'll
easily
just
pay for the
consider
whole
that
dish
the
out of my
cost of
pocket
learning about
10,000
this
times
dish.
over, but...
Once I'm back
Oh
in
well.
Sumeru, I'll be sure to find someone to help me recreate the dish. And then I'll make it all back.
Sure you will. Alright, and I guess that's part 2. Now we just need to talk and then get ready for part 3 of the event. So I assume for part 3 we're gonna get guests from
We're
Inazuma?
off to a good start this morning.
It
Keep
makes
up
sense,
the
so we're
good
traveling
work.
backwards.
I'm
Fontaine
counting
is
on
the
you.
newest nation they added, so those... Paimon, flat... So closing time, countless... That was way too quick. But yeah. Fontaine was the newest nation to get added, and part 1 had guests from Fontaine. Then Sumeru was the second newest nation, and part 2 had guests from Sumeru. So I assume, next up, it is time for Inazuma, which was the first nation to get added after the game, after the game's initial launch. And then all that's left is Liyue and Mondstadt, but since we're currently in Liyue, I assume part 4's guests are gonna be from Mondstadt, so they're also out of the country. That is at least what I expect. So let's get ready for some Inazuma
Morning.
visitors.
Time to fire up the stove for another day of customers. Thanks
Who's
again.
it gonna be? Days of experience now under your belt, the work is becoming second nature.
Great
I assume it's gonna
work.
be maybe
Well,
Kokomi
you're
and
looking more
Goro?
like a head chef every day.
The good old day,
Whatever
harkering
crazy
back to my
characters
good
come
old
walking
days of
through that
fighting
door,
for the
I know
rebellion in
you'll be able to
Inazuma.
handle them.
Wait, no! Every time you say something like that, you jinx it!
Well, my fellow members of the rebellion.
Hey, that's not true. Anyway, I didn't mean it like that.
Dude, what up, bro?
Of
I know
course,
you were
it's
in Liyue
Ito.
too.
Never
always nice to
mind,
run
not
into
the
a broad
rebellion. I
Inazuma
should have known
fellow.
it's Ito.
Wait, did I say that right?
Wow, Ito getting way more
I think you
spotlight than
meant fellow
anyone else.
Inazuman abroad, boss.
I mean, I get it, I
Yeah,
get
yeah,
it.
that's the one. Yeah.
He's a
We gotta
fun
look out for
character,
each other
but
when we're this far from home, don't we,
come
Hayato?
on, we haven't seen Goro and Kokomi in a while.
What are you doing here?
He showed up just recently. He had his
Flying
entire
Lapis
he had an
Melon?
entire
Yeah,
event
yeah,
dedicated
this guy
about
can do
himself.
variety.
And now he's
And
back
my
again.
compadre, too. All my buddies in one place.
Didn't he just return back to Inazuma? How is he back in Liyue already?
You gonna knuckle down and earn some more when you got home?
Exactly.
How come you're back in Liyue so soon?
Exactly.
That can wait. As soon as I announce that Arataki Ito is available for hire, they'll be throwing more at me. Right now, I got a more urgent situation to attend to. I'm in the mood for some good, spicy food. Oh, and while we're here, we were gonna also see if Grandmaster Hanakado's okay and whatnot.
The look on Shinobu's face seems to say, don't ask. Oh boy. And again, Ayato was also around in a very recent event in Fontaine. But Kokomi and Goro haven't been around in forever. In fact, A has also not shown herself in forever. I mean, I get that she probably wouldn't leave Inazuma because she's their god, but still. When are we gonna get to spend some more time with those people? Anyway, what about you, Ayato?
Not too long ago, I heard a rumor that someone was hosting an Onikabuto fighting contest in Liyue. Naturally, I came here as soon as I could, but alas, it was too late.
What? You missed it? Aw, oh, man, what a bummer!
Maybe it's VA availability,
Quite
maybe?
the bummer, indeed.
It's still kind of sad.
Though all is not lost. Since you're here,
Because
you'll
A
be
is
able
fun.
to tell me all about it.
A is also the only character in the entire game that cannot cook.
Let's catch up over
Which
here,
makes it
huh?
fitting that
Where's
she
the
should
chef
show up
anyway?
here.
Hey, get the chef out here! I got compadres to feed!
Wouldn't it be fun if A showed up here and I have to cook for her? Again, so fitting because literally the only character in the entire game who cannot cook. Everyone else can cook except for her. Some people can even make special dishes, but everyone can at least cook dishes as they are presented by the recipe. Which is fun that they added that fact. Also, A is so sheltered because she spent her entire time locked up in the plane of euthymia. Basically she was a shut-in for, what, hundreds of years? She was a shut-in for hundreds of years with no contact to the outside world. It's fun. I love her. That's what a god should do, after all. Also, there are so many cute memes about her. Anyway, I'm the chef.
Sure, me too. Wait, what?
Wow, Bullchucker set up that one for us really nicely. Gotta give him some credit for that.
But the main chef is another guy.
Good one, compadre. You almost got me there. All right, well, get the chef out here.
You and Paimon go to the kitchen and fetch Smiley Yanjiao.
So, may I take your order? If you're entertaining guests, I can recommend the palace jewels, a trembling strings and rushing reeds, or
the
Boss,
new dish
don't
we're gonna
forget the
unlock.
budget.
Yeah, okay. Got anything a little more, down to earth?
So from the most expensive dish to the cheapest. We can manage that.
down to earth. Oh, well, we do a mean humbly enough. Real hearty dish with a ton of flavor, and we don't skimp on the portion size either. That'd be the best value for your Mora.
There we go. Voice is so
Humbly
familiar.
Enough, huh? Oh, sounds like my kind of grub. We'll
I don't
take
know
that.
who his voice
No need
actor
for anything
is.
fancy. We're all friends here.
I just know that he sells this character really,
Excellent
really
choice,
well.
Ito. I'm no fan of culinary ostentation either. Sometimes a bro just knows.
A bro just knows. Yes, a bro just knows. Bros don't suppose, 'cause bros just knows.
Is this for real?
Again, he
Ah,
sells it so
whatever.
well.
Paimon's leaving you
He's such a
guys
lovable idiot. Alright, let's get to work.
Gotta say, your friend's quite a character. Still, humbly enough isn't that hard to make, so I don't think we'll have any problems with this order.
Actually, why is it called humbly enough anyway? A hearty meat dish is a good start, but in Paimon's experience, one
Let's
humble
see
dish
here.
is never enough.
Again, I'd have to look
I
into
said it
the
was hearty,
voice.
but I never said it contained meat. Don't be fooled by the appearance. It's actually just tofu, made to look and taste like meat.
Tofu?
Wait, tofu's made of beans, isn't it? Oh, Bullchucker can't eat that. Guess we should get them to pick something else instead.
Yeah, he kind of
What's the issue?
allergic.
I think I caught the word tofu.
Yes.
Wait, what are you doing? The kitchen is staff members only.
Are you gonna tell us why you're
Never
here?
mind. I'll let it slide. Ma'am, could you possibly ask your boss to order something else instead?
No one gets my bro Ayato like I do. I hereby declare that Humbly Enough will be an everlasting symbol of our friendship, or my name ain't Arataki Ito!
Whoa,
Hey,
rolling that
Where's
R.
our food at? Hurry up! I'm almost done recounting the epic adventures of Crimson Staff.
As you can see, changing the order may be a little difficult.
Can we substitute it with
Oh,
something?
brother, his whole ego is riding on this, huh? Even if we break the news to him, he'd probably rather eat the tofu than eat his words.
How about we throw in some free appetizers?
Sounds good. I'll make sure he fills up on those. We'll just have to play the rest by ear.
Alright, let's get to work. And try not to poison him. No beans for the great Arataki Ito. The one and only. Just make sure he doesn't eat the tofu. Ooh, that's a lot of cuts. There we go. Yeah, he's allergic to beans. Apparently, that has something to do with the fact that he's an Oni. Because I think, according to... Wasn't that the whole thing? According to mythology, you throw beans at Oni to make them go away or something like that. So yeah, he no can eat bean. Very sad. So just make sure he eats everything except the tofu. And cooking complete. That was easy enough. Ooh, and we made it look real fancy. All that stuff is tofu, right? There's barely anything here besides tofu. He really needs to fill up on those appetizers. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy.
Food's here.
Oh, so this is Humbly Enough. You guys don't mess around.
Guess I'll die then.
Love me that portion size. Come on, compadre, grab a seat. We're all friends here, so don't hold back. I'm just gonna dig right in.
Yeah, but be careful.
Boss, we should respect the local customs. Here in Liyue, it's polite to let the guests eat first.
We need to grab all the tofu so he
Right.
can't grab it.
Shinobu, I thought old-timey traditions weren't your style.
Maybe let me dig in first.
Huh? Are you kidding me, compadre? Oh, wait, I get it. The food smells so dang good, now everyone's dying to go first. Well, guess I only got my own good taste to blame. Go on,
I'm
dive
gonna
in.
eat the
I'll
whole
wait till
dish.
last.
Yes, don't leave anything for him other than appetizers. You Pamanato, leaving very little meat left over. Yes.
Finally, it's my turn. Woo-hoo! I spy a big chunk of deliciousness with my name on it.
Is there still one left?
Don't.
There's still so much left.
What is it now?
You got this, Paimon.
Okay, here goes. Anyway, so, Paimon forgot to tell you the really cool origin story of this dish.
Can someone eat the rest of the tofu finally?
Here's where it came from. We all know where it's going. Am I right? Down the gullet.
Should we just tell him that there's tofu in it?
Origin story is like going traveling without a tour guide. Trust Paimon, you get way more out of the experience after you hear it.
Sure.
Paimon makes an astute observation. Much as every tea must be appreciated on its own terms, Is it not a waste of the chef's goodwill to sample a dish without hearing its tale?
My compadre's goodwill, huh? Well, can't have that go to waste. All right then, give me the full story. I'm all ears.
If some common sense was had here. We could have just told him, you can eat anything except for the stuff that looks like meat, please.
The ingredients. Actually, no. Let's start with the story of Wang Xuan, which starts with the history of Dihua Marsh.
Oh, we're going that far
Now's
back.
our chance, traveler.
Got it. Ollie just distracted you, Shinobu begin to gobble down the dish.
The tale of Dihua Marsh hits hard. People in the past had it pretty rough. Makes you appreciate what you got. Humbly enough, yeah, that's a good way to think about life.
Darn, there's no segue to tofu from here. How did we get so off topic? Well, good news is there's only a little bit left.
There's still some left, but we're already beyond stuffed.
Oh, compadre, Shinobu, have you been eating this whole time? Save me some dregs, why don't ya?
We could just tell him.
It's my turn to eat.
Wait, boss, that's made of...
One moment, Ito. I have a small request,
Just
if
tell
you would be so
him.
kind as to consider it. I left home in a hurry and was unable to bring any of my family with me. They've all heard so much about you and are huge admirers of the Arataki gang, so they will be devastated to learn that they missed out on this opportunity. However, if you were willing to let me bring the remaining portion of Humbly Enough back to them, I'm sure it will help to lift their spirits.
Alright, Ayato.
Yeah, I don't know.
Boss, you gotta do right by your friends. They're pretty big on that in Liyue. Besides, you did eat quite a lot of the grilled fish while we were waiting for the main course. Including mine and Ayato's.
Huh?
There we go,
Those are
guilt
for you
trip him,
guys?
huh?
Aw, dang
Or,
it.
you know, next
I got too
time,
carried away
just
telling that story.
tell him about it.
In that case, pass my regards to your fan, bro. El Chefe, can we get the rest of this to go?
Well, I guess it worked out. In a way.
Looks like that's all sorted. All right. Take some time to collect yourself. The next big group is coming in.
Oh boy, here we go. The rest of the day passed without incident. Yay! Which means there's only one part left, I think. Lying to your friend simulator. Not what I expected from this, honestly. Like, if someone has allergies, instead of doing this, wouldn't it be common sense to just tell them? Like, you can tell them that they have, like, even if they don't want to change the order, you can say, hey, you can't eat this part of the dish. Or say, hey, we gave you these appetizers because you're allergic. Or just say anything if they don't want to change the order. Even if they don't want to change the order, there is alternatives to just lying to them like that. But I guess not this time. Alright, who's coming over from Mondstadt? Who's it gonna be? My guess... Kaya and Lisa? Maybe?
How time flies. My burns
Or
are
maybe
almost here
Amber.
now,
We
so
haven't
I
seen
should be
Amber
ready
in
to take
forever.
back
Amber
the
is like
kitchen
the
tomorrow.
initial,
You've really gone above and
like the
beyond
first
these past
character
few
you
days.
unlock after the main
Last day
character.
today. Here's hoping we get through it without incident.
It would be interesting to see like your first
Why
unlockable
does
character
Thomas
show
feel
up
like he
again.
just jinxed us again?
Because it has been a while. The day passes without incident.
We made it all the way to the evening. It ended up being a pretty smooth day after all. Maybe it's because we've gotten so experienced at running this whole thing. We've come a long way since our first day on the job, haven't we? Back then, we were struggling to remember who ordered what. But everything's a piece of cake now.
The day still isn't over yet.
Yeah, but who would come by this late in the evening? Actually, now that
It is
Mika
Amber.
quit, Lenny and his siblings came
Alright,
around,
we
I
are getting more
was
time
kinda
with Amber.
forced to end
And
it, but-
Eula and Mika.
Paimon?
Mika is currently the character with the least lines of dialogue in this game, I think.
Are you here for dinner?
And that is because he's a Mondstadt character that was introduced long after the story in Mondstadt was finished.
Escort mission for a merchant caravan.
So there was hardly any
The original
time
plan
to
was
meet
to make do
Mika.
with some rations for this evening and continue our trek north towards Stonegate.
When was he
Captain
introduced? I
Liyue
think.
brought up the fact
Wasn't it
that
around
none
the
of us
time
have
we
eaten
went to
Liyue cuisine
Sumeru?
for quite some time. We thought we might as well swing by the inn and see if we can still order something.
So yeah, you don't get to see Mika at all usually. Hate his voice. Maybe it's a good thing that we don't see him a lot.
So I simply thought it was high time we had ourselves a proper meal. Do you have a problem with that?
Honestly, if I try to think back, I don't think he shows up anywhere in the main story. I do think he only shows up in an event. Only in event quests. Either he only shows up in event quests or maybe like one optional side story where he shows up as well. But I don't think he shows up at any point in the story, ever. Because again, the story begins in Mondstadt. Then it goes to Liyue, then to Inazuma, then to Sumeru, and only at that point was Mika introduced. Who lives in Mondstadt. A part of the map that you're long done with at that point. Well, welcome to Wangshu Inn.
Good question. What should we get? Wait a sec. Why are you taking our order?
Because I'm the chef.
The Traveler's been filling in for the chef here. You came at just the right time. You'll be the last customers to enjoy her cooking before the original chef takes back the reins.
Her cooking?
Wow, really?
The text
Good thing you
definitely
must
said his
suggested we come
cooking.
here. I wouldn't want to miss this.
The text said his cooking. Paimon, why did you say her cooking? Is there something about me that... Like it is not Code-chan time today, Paimon. Mistake! They messed up. Hey, what if they just accidentally swapped the voice lines? Like if you play as female Traveler, Paimon says his cooking. What if they accidentally had them the wrong way around? Or they really only recorded this one voice line and play it on both versions. But I think it would be funnier if they accidentally switched up the two.
So, what shall we get? I'm not as familiar with Liyue cuisine as I used to be. Mika, Eula, what are you in the mood for?
Trans Ether?
Anything
Apparently
goes.
also Scars
I'm
Worm
just
Hi,
looking
welcome to
forward
the
trying
stream.
the honorary knight's cooking for myself.
Ether
I'm
identifies
sure it'll be
as
great learning
as
opportunity
a
for
girl now. Goes
Something
by
small, I
she,
suppose.
her
We
pronouns
have to
going
hit the road again
forward.
after we eat. Beyond that, anything goes.
Wasn't it your idea to come here, though? Yeesh, this is like getting blood from a stone. Alright, guess it's up to you, Amber. You name it, we'll cook it.
Huh? Then I guess... I don't really mind either. Anything goes.
Anything goes. What a broad request. The broadest we've gotten. At least we got like some directions before, like, oh, nothing too spicy, something with seafood. But no, just anything goes. Well then. Anything goes, you say? Anything.
Anything goes, huh? Oh dear.
This event
This
actually?
is a chef's worst nightmare.
Well, I think I'm
No
close to
idea of your
finishing it. I mean,
customers'
I'm on part
palates, you're
4,
left to
which I
make a
think is the
wild
final
guess.
part. Did you enjoy the event? I think it's pretty fun.
Still,
It's a short
now
one,
that you've worked in the
definitely.
kitchen for so many days, I have faith that you'll
Definitely
be
a
able to
short
figure
one.
it out.
But it's
Go on.
nice. It's nice
Show
seeing
them
all
what
these
you've got.
characters again. Let me think. What do they like? What could they be craving? It is pretty fun, yeah. Again, though, when we got the visitors from Inazuma, part of me was hoping to see some characters we haven't seen recently, because again, Ito recently had a whole event dedicated to himself. Ayato came for the film festival in Fontaine. Why couldn't we have gotten like A or Kokomi or Goro, like some people from our days at the Rebellion? Or just, okay, fair, A probably, as I said, A probably wouldn't leave Inazuma because,
Where
you
do
know,
want to go
local god.
next?
But
If you'd like to see Liyue's
even
forest
so, it would be
forest,
fun to have to cook
I
for
have
her
a
because
few
she can't cook for
references.
herself. But no, we just get to see the familiar faces. Anything goes. Serve 'em up. Like how that's actually the dish name. Anything goes. Alright, let's do this. There we go. So a lot of cutting, okay. So many cuts, okay. Next one. What do we got? What do we got to mix? How much mixing? 4, okay. Now again with this I gotta be careful because you always gotta let go early on this. One thing about Genshin I noticed is there's always some slight delay, so if you don't let go early, then you're definitely gonna overshoot. Also, it's just Felix2000, thank you for the follow and welcome to the stream. I assume you follow because you like Genshin. I have to tell you one thing, though. To everyone, kept messing this part up. Let me guess, you always slightly overshot because you let go directly on the thing. I have to tell something though to all the people who are joining for Genshin. I stream Genshin whenever there is new voice acted content, be it a main story quest or an event, or a side story. As long as it's voice acted, I'm streaming it. But beyond that, it is not a game that is on a regular schedule, sadly, on my channel. Basically, I only stream it when there is story content in any way, shape or form. Which I know a lot of people like to hang around for Genshin streams to see people do the Spiral Abyss and everything. The thing is, the Spiral Abyss is something I've kind of been neglecting a lot recently, which is stupid because I really need those free Primo gems. Ow. But you know, since we're, I think, done with this event basically now, because I think this is the last part, maybe we will do a little bit of Spiral Abyss. How dare you play games you want to play? Hey, I want to play this game too. It's just, I feel like grinding is something I can do off stream. I don't know. There are more important things that I actually have to focus on when it comes to streaming. Like A Hat in Time, which I will start playing completely blind for the first time this coming Saturday. Very much looking forward to that. Alright, here's Anything Goes.
This is delicious. Perfectly seasoned, and even the rice is bursting with flavor.
Nothing like a piping hot meal served straight from the stove. I've missed this.
You've put the finest Favonian field rations to shame, and that's no mean
It does
feat.
look very nice. Nice
So,
omelet.
tell us, traveler, what's this one called?
Anything goes. Omelet of rice. Omurice. Except it's not perfect. It's not really omurice. It's not perfectly covered.
Basic ingredients simply cooked.
Egg fried rice.
Basic
Yes.
ingredients, simply cooked? Really? I could have sworn that you put something fancy in here. Or gave it some kind of chef's magic touch.
This isn't the finest dish in the world, but it's the one you need right now.
Not the finest dish in the world, but the one they need right now. Okay, you've lost Paimon. What do you mean?
On the road for a long time, and you've only been eating field rations the entire time.
So you mean we only think this is delicious because we're so hungry? There's got to be more to it than that.
Perhaps the fact that the aroma of freshly cooked hot food is a welcome change from cold pre-prepared rations.
Oh. Kinda
Also,
like
by the way,
feeling
when
of
will she
waking up
say
to the
that
smell of freshly
that she will
baked
have her
bread in the morning?
vengeance? Mark my
that makes
words,
sense.
vengeance will be mine.
Yeah,
She hasn't said it
it's almost
once
like
so
we're back at
far
Good
since she
Hunter
showed
again.
up. She has to say the line.
Good hunters in Mondstadt.
Hot food
Why
or
make a
cold
point of
food?
trying
Most of the
food
time
until
accurate,
you
yes.
taste the
She
difference?
doesn't say it, not a single time.
I just meant the
But it's
feeling
her
of comfort,
catchphrase.
You know? It's like the feeling of coming home.
She has to say it.
Coming home. Well, Yanxiao did say we want to make our guests feel right at home.
What makes for a tasty dish is highly subjective. Gotta put ourselves in their shoes. And that's a chef's passion for putting smiles on customers' faces.
So in
Also,
other
hi,
words,
Rob.
the secret ingredient is passion?
Despite how terribly cliched that sounds, I'll admit that it holds true for this meal. Well played. Mark my words, I'll remember this recipe.
Well, I mean, okay, she did a
but
play
you
of her
can't really have a
catchphrase.
recipe without a
She
name,
said,
though,
mark my
right?
words, but
How would you
just
come up
not
with a name for
vengeance
this
will
dish
be
yet?
mine. She did a play of her catchphrase, that is plenty. At least it wasn't that they completely neglected the fact that she has to say it. Still, no vengeance? Very sad. Like 1:30? That's fair, I'm not even sure I will stream until 1:30. Oh, you mean like stream length 1:30, so like 15 minutes. 1 AM for you? For me it's currently like just a little bit past midnight. Do you have any ideas?
How about right at home?
1 AM, 30 minutes, okay. Well, again, I might already be offline at that point. I said today's stream would be a little bit shorter because of, you know, this event being shorter. But we're only just a little bit over 1 hour. So I'll definitely do a few more things. Maybe Spiral Abyss? Again, I haven't done Spiral Abyss in a while. I keep neglecting it. Maybe this is finally the motivation to get into it again. My pleasure, assuming I'm still being paid, that is.
Straight down to brass tacks, are we? Here, take it. I've thrown in a little extra as well. Call it a bonus. Hard work is rewarded here.
Alright.
Yay! It's like all the tiredness and stress have suddenly melted away.
I'm just lucky you only worked on this job for a few days. At the rate you were progressing, a few more weeks and I think I might be made redundant.
Well, I for one look forward to enjoying your cooking many more times in the future. Kitty,
Anytime.
yes.
Bring some friends with you next
I
time.
am still
I'll
upset
show
at
you
this
all
game
what
for not
Smiley
allowing
and
us
Chow
to
can
pet
do
the
when working
cats.
with both hands intact.
Petting is not allowed in this game for some ungodly
Look
reason.
carefully in the meantime. You may have just jinxed it again.
I do want to pet all the cats, but the game doesn't allow me to. Oh, they even have all the dishes on display here. Well, that's nice. Very nice. Alright, I won't do this request down here, but I will accept it, so I know I have it. You. I'm just here to accept your request thingy real quick. Shrimp tempura. Well then. Imagine being hungry. This one. Fascinating. Fascinating. Dish. Has been ordered. Processing formula this time. Looking forward to it. What are you talking about? What's a processing formula? Let's go ask them. What kind of dish, you know? One way we can try. And now I should have the new quest. Okay, perfect. So I can find it more easily. Alright. I guess I'll try my hand at Spiral Abyss a little bit. Soon, Jesus, allow me for dinner tonight. Well, nothing wrong with some homemade soup. Nothing wrong with that, I'd say. Alright. Triggers a vaporize reaction. Increased. I'm at soup! What do you mean you're at soup? Alright, let's see. So one party definitely has to have... Alright, let's think about this. So if I do maybe... Noel for shield. If I have Klee, I need Fischl, and then I'll add in Jean. Party 2. Will be you for the Electro, then Zhongli. I think like this. I think this might be a setup that works. Again, it's the first floor. This should be good. This should be easy. This part shouldn't require much thought. In fact, but I have to think because I don't have... So yeah, that's an interesting team. I mean, I know it's not the best. I am not the best at composing the best teams. I just use my standard team usually, which is Klee, Zhongli, Fischl, and Farina. I just had to swap it out a little bit to balance it out. Effect is this floor. I want something for the entire floor. I'll take the attack bonus. But yeah, when playing with Klee, I definitely need a shield because she's way too frail. Now, normally I like to use Zhongli's shield, but I feel like I need him in the other party a little bit more. Plus, Jean has the benefit I press Q once and I'm fully healed, so... Though I have to admit, I don't have the best weapons on most of my characters, probably. Like, my loadout isn't perfect. Okay. Back, get the shield. Okay, yeah, this is definitely still very chill for the most part. You can definitely tell that Klee's single target damage isn't that great. See a Klee build. I mean, fair. Again, I don't think my builds are anything too amazing. At best, I think my Zhongli probably has the best build out of all my characters. Because Zhongli is my main, kind of, so... No doubt the best character in the game. Alright, Farina. Then we do this. And then we do this. There we go. 3 stars. Continue. Yes, and the Zhongdong reigns supreme. Alright, what do we have? Energy recharge, I'll take it. I got the emote to prove it, exactly. Some Vaporize has increased power, right? So, yeah, those few little Hydro opponents here should be easy pickings. Okay. Need to heal. And I'm back at full HP. Perfect.
I must leave no stone unturned.
Okay. One opponent left. Annoyingly, they have a shield. Not anymore. Oh, God. And especially Noelle does barely anything. Expand Zhong. Welcome back, Gabe. We finished the event, and since the stream is so incredibly short now, I decided to do a little bit of Spiral Abyss. Because it is Primo Gems, and I usually do neglect this stuff. Come on. Man, this is so slow. Saving for next? Ooh, good question. I'm not sure. Honestly, maybe A? Or maybe I'll try to, maybe I'll try pulling for weapons. Yelan, fair, fair, fair. The thing is, my Zhongli has the Staff of Oma. And I think that's a really good weapon for him, and I'm thinking of maybe refining that, so like powering up my main a little bit by making sure the weapon actually does its job properly. But I do kind of want to pull for characters as well. I don't know though, I don't know. I guess I'll just see what comes my way.
Solidify.
Who knows, if Staff of Oma comes around again on a nice little weapons banner, I don't see why I wouldn't pull for it. It's worth a try. Although I do prefer pulling for characters. But if I can power up Zhongli in some way...
Brace yourself.
6 fates and a dream! Here's hoping that dream comes true. Alright, I probably should heal a little bit, shouldn't I? There we go.
Here we go.
Yeah, totally understandable saving for her. In my case, I was always saving for Zhongli. Always, basically. I'm on the final chamber this floor, so it doesn't matter. I don't need to heal, though. Defense up? No, I need offense. I'll take this again. I want to be fast. I always want to be fast with stuff here.
Wings of darkness, come.
Alright. And our lost 50-50. Ah, the 50-50, the nightmare of every Genshin player.
Where are you?
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Is she gonna get me? No. You didn't get me, fool. Oh, no. Ah, you didn't get me again. I thought for sure I would be in range for that one. Where? 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 Okay, fine. I'll go for you then. Oh, back there. You gonna come over here? Or are you gonna stay distant? There we go. Alright, fine, you hit me.
Leave it all to me.
So be it. Those mirror maidens are really just annoying. Because once they hit you with an attack, they become a bit of a pain to take down. Alright, but the rest should be easy. But yeah, hoping your dreams come to reality. How am I? I'm doing well. I'm doing pretty well, I'd say. And there we go. So much stamina. Yeah, that's true. She does use a lot of stamina, but she is good at dealing with like groups of enemies because of it.
With sword comes shadow.
Order guide you.
But honestly, I have Zhongli for most things, as you can clearly see. He just cleans up. Like everything is a walk in the park if you have Zhongli. Okay. So I can leave for now, get my rewards, and quickly go into my very, very suboptimal character builds real quick. Although for Zhongli... Damn, I didn't even give him the proper artifact set yet. I should probably finally start switching these out. Because I do have some tenacity of the millilith stuff now, don't I? Crit rate and crit damage is always good. Yeah, I think this is the best one I have. The shield strength is increased by 30%. Yes, that is actually... Yeah, no. I'll take this one. Because while I'm at it here. Attack, elemental recharge, mastery, and HP. What was your main thing? Defense. Would this be better actually because it has crit rate and... I don't know, would that be better? Criteria for strongboxing artifacts? I just throw everything in there usually. I'll be signing more jobs. Pretty bummed about it. after a 6-month break. I mean, eventually, yeah. So yeah, this has crit rate in it, but I think... And between those two, I think this is better because it still has crit damage in it, so I'll take that. Energy to start my report. See you later. Alright. Good luck on that. And see you later. Indeed. Okay, what do we have here? Geo damage bonus and crit damage seems pretty good for him. HP and crit rate, though. Because his shield scales off his HP, if I'm not mistaken. So an HP percent up wouldn't be too shabby. Let's see what the others are first. Oh, I only have one here. That would work. Ooh, definitely need more of those. These are always plain attack upgrades, right? Okay, crit rate and crit damage, 7 and 6. With HP and energy recharge. I think this one. And then here, we already have one equipped. And I think that is the better one of the two, so I'll keep that. Which means I have to grab one of these. And geo damage and crit damage? Or attack and... Elemental Mastery, crit damage. This has more crit damage, actually. I think I'll use this one. Anyway, for now I'll leave it at this, I think. Can work. So, weapons, right? Staff of Oma, currently only rank 1. Hopefully I'll enhance it in the future. We'll see, we'll see. I'll do my best to see if I can get more of this. But no promises. Constellation, as you can see. Max Constellation. I'm very proud of my C6 Zhongli. Talents, of course, he is triple crowned. Why wouldn't he be triple crowned? And yeah. That is essentially him. That is my Zhongli. Which I am very fond of currently. As for my Klee, she has the, there we go, artifact details real quick. So crit rate and crit damage up a decent bit, I guess. Energy recharge, pyro damage bonus. And yeah, a few little wasted stats. It could probably be a bit better. But yeah, the overloaded damage by 40% is definitely what I'm going for with her, because I'm using Fischl in my team to get that Electro set up so I can then overload them all. On the cusp of it, I hope to enjoy photography this time. I hope so too. I wish you the best of luck. Alright. Constellation for her, she's only C2, but honestly C2 isn't too shabby either, honestly. So we take those. Weapons, she has her signature weapon, Dodoko Tails, which was available for from a limited time event at some point. So yeah, normal attack hits on opponent, increase charge attack damage. Charge attack hits, increase attack by 16%. Basically plays off really well of a massive AoE explosions. Those event weapons back somehow. They should. I have one event weapon that I just barely got, but I don't have it refined at all, which is very sad. But yeah, my Fischl just used the Favonius bow right now, which isn't even max level. In fact, don't I have a better bow for her? Why did I give her the Favonius bow? Normal and charge attack, right. Normal and charge attack barely does anything for her since I never use her on the field. What about the sacrificial bow? Skill. And its own cooldown. I feel like that would almost be better for her. Yeah. Just so I can get Oz set up quicker again. Well, good thing I'm checking this stuff finally again, huh? Artifacts, very basic stuff here. Charge attack damage if the character uses a catalyst or a bow. Not really the best set because, again, I'm not really using her for charge attacks or anything, just to set up Oz. Yeah, I lost. Oh, you're back? You're back? I'm sorry. What? How much did you miss? How much did you miss? I was just going over everyone. I went over Klee and Zhongli already, and I'm now looking over Mei. Decent enough. Also triple crowned, by the way. All of my characters are triple crowned. Well, all that I can have triple crowned. I still need to be on the grind for her a little bit more. But I can level that up one more time. The Klee build. Okay, we're going back to Klee. My triple crown Klee, who is currently at C2. Weapon, signature weapon from the event, Dodoko Tails. The event weapon that is no longer obtainable. And yeah, her artifact set is alright. She has definitely... I went for the Crimson Witch of Flames because I'm pretty sure that is the best set for her. But, yeah, I think the stats could still use some work. Like, the defense is definitely not necessary in the max HP up. But I do have some crit rate and crit damage here. Energy recharge and pyro damage bonus. I feel like I could get that set a little bit better, but for now this is what I have. I'll have to see if I can maybe up my whole team composition a bit. And Farina, the newest member on my team, which is why she isn't triple crowned yet. I'm working on it, but it's just I can't do it without the weekly boss. As for her weapon, just the Favonius sword. Maybe I'll find a better one at some point. Wait, crit? Her crit ratio. Of course, of course, of course. Details.
These bombs, so heavy.
Alright, yeah, crit rate just below 50% sadly. Almost 100% crit damage up. I feel like there definitely is some better stuff I can get here. To get that a bit higher even. But we'll see.
Dodoko, where are you?
Anyway, that is my Klee. I can level up your constellation. Why didn't I do that? Haha. Yes, does more damage? I'll take it. I'll take the damage. Because Klee is fun. Oh yeah, before I forget, because I did the quests, I can also claim those now, right? Yes. Never forget those primos. In fact, you know what? I might as well claim that stuff right now. Let's see. I think in Fontaine is the fastest area to go to the Adventurers Guild. That's the quickest one. I think it's nice that you don't really gotta do the daily commissions anymore to get the daily commission rewards. It's a nice little thing that encourages me to actually, you know, make progress. Because now I can just say, hey, I need to make so and so much progress every day to claim my dailies. In fact, I don't even allow myself to do regular daily commissions anymore, just so I can keep making progress. And again, the Dispatcher All button is so nice. It is such a welcome addition. Let's see, how far along am I on the battle pass now? I am done! Hooray! One more acquaint fate. How lovely. Should I do a 10 pull? Because I have enough Acquaint Fate. Normally I like saving up so I can do like these massive, super massive pulls where I just do a stream where I pull like 200 times or something. But I don't see why not. It's just standard banner. Who cares about standard banner wishes anyway? Might as well do a 10 pull. It's no 5-star, but that was to be expected, I guess. Do I get a character or do I get a weapon? Character or weapon for 4-star? What's my 4-star? A weapon! Favonius Warbow. Anything else? No. Just weapons. Nothing but weapons. Just my luck. Perhaps another time. What does this say now? Does it say I am done? Why does it have the little exclamation mark there? Oh, because I have to actually collect that stuff there. That's why. I didn't see there was a collect button because my face is in the way. Give me those primo gems. I'm not leaving those behind. Wanna know something fun, by the way? You notice how those primo gems were coupled with those adventurers experience thingies? I have to check actually. Which character could I theoretically level up right now? Just any character that isn't currently at their level cap. There we go. Just to quickly show something, right? I have 9,597, so it's fine. But if you actually have 9,999 of these, then you cannot accept any more. Which you might be saying, hey, that's not a problem. Why would you worry about not being able to accept any more of these books? Well, if it's coupled with primo gems, you don't get the primo gems either. So if there's like a reward where it's like, you can get 6 of these little books and 60 primo gems, I can't get the primo gems until I make room with the experience. Which is super annoying. Which means I constantly have to make sure I don't accidentally max out on this in my inventory. Because if I max out, I have to find some way to get rid of it again. Which is super annoying. Because otherwise I'm missing out on primo gems potentially. Same story with the weapon enhancement stuff. Sharing is caring. Dude, I would love to give you that stuff. I would absolutely love to give you some of that stuff. And Spinne! Ah, I see. So you did finish before me. How was the rest of your stream? Did you solve everything? Did you finish it? I'm assuming you wrapped up the case. Had to cut it short? Did you finish the case and stop before the execution, or did you stop in the middle of the case still? Culprit is dead. Okay. Culprit is dead. It's been confirmed. Well, I'm glad to know. Also, by the way, I completely forgot something earlier. Give me a second. It is weird because I'm so used to moderators doing it for me. There's one for Gabe. I am just so used to moderators doing it for me that I neglected it. There we go. Oh wow, I can't shout you out now because I gotta wait. Well, can you shout yourself out in a few seconds then? Okay. Bit after the trial. If you know what I mean with that. I feel like I might know. We'll see. I'll have to check the VOD real quick after this is over. Same streak as always. You're always on that same streak. But yeah, as you can see, I have the same problem with the weapon enhancement material. If I can just quickly... Favonius Warbow. I probably have some of those already, right? Favonius Warbow. Which one was that? There it is. Might as well. Can I ascend it? No, I cannot, but I can enhance it. Unlock. And throw it in there. You're making a scary face. Ah, you always gotta appreciate the scary faces. Yeah, let's just check a random weapon so I can show you the problem I'm having. There. Oh god, I am maxed out again. I have to get rid of this. If I try to accept any kind of Primo Gems that come coupled with some of these, then I can't grab the Primo Gems anymore. I hate this. This stuff is the worst. I want to get rid of it. I don't want to have all that. Please share. I would love to. Like, if Genshin gave me the chance to share this stuff, I would not hesitate to give it away. I would be like, hey, everyone in chat gets 100 of the Adventurer's Experience stuff and 100 of the weapon enhancement materials. I would gladly give that away to everyone. But I cannot. As much as I want to. Who knows, maybe one day. Oh right, I could probably enhance those weapons real quick. Which ones were they? This one? Yeah, because the server, true. Alright, there we go. Enhance! I think I've helped plenty of Melusine, so this weapon could potentially be pretty strong. Maybe I should give this one to someone. Then the catch was the other one I could enhance a little bit more. Or refine, I should say. I don't do a lot of fishing anymore either. Alright, let's try doing the next few floors of Spiral Abyss. Or I could fight some bosses. Weekly bosses or Spiral Abyss? What do you want me to do? Weekly bosses or Spiral Abyss? First one to voice their opinion in chat. Even half the catch. It's a grind. It's a grind. Again, I need to do so much more fishing to get the catch leveled up further. Yeah. Spiral what? Weekly bosses. I don't think I've done any of the weekly bosses this week so far. Fishing line stabilizer? The fishing line stabilizer is very nice to have. Definitely. Boss with different teams each time. Ooh, now that's a challenge potentially. Okay then. Let's see what I can come up with here. Maybe I could use one of my old teams. That would be interesting. The thing is, if I use different teams, I don't have them equipped at all to handle stuff. I think this team I used to get to do some exploration. Corley. Ah, right, because Dendro monuments and stuff. Such garbage teams. Well, I do really need to level up Nahida. I went through so much effort to actually get Nahida, and I haven't leveled her up yet. Probably about time I work on that as well. I like the little animations when you select them as well. Also, hi Parma. Are you God? Again, Fischl is peak character. Absolute peak character. I feel like I do best if I just use my standard team, though. Because with that team, I at least know I can solo most bosses. And one cycle, Dvalin consistently and stuff like that. I'll do bosses, but I'll use standard team, I think.
You're trembling.
Alright, Senora. One of the most annoying bosses in this game. Because of the stupid temperature mechanic. Wifey. There we go. Heal up. Murder her. Danganronpa style. On it. Just need. There it is.
Stabilize.
There's another one. Ow. Ow. Doesn't matter I have a shield. Doesn't matter I have a shield. You fool. There's another one. Next one's back here. And that should do it. There we go. Liked Senora? I mean, there's a few Sims who are like, mommy, sorry. Which is understandable. Both Venti and Senora. How did you feel about that kick moment? If you like the both.
This is order.
The Doctor. Well, I think the Doctor is an interesting character. Doesn't mean I like his personality, though. I mean, he was designed to have a pretty hateable personality. Kick scene. I wish that was me. Damn.
Not every wound will heal.
Okay, then. You know what I hate about this boss when you fight it in co-op? Your team can make or break this boss fight, really. Because sometimes you have those people who just run around and the first thing they do every time is they go for those little temperature control thingies and break them all instantly. And I hate those people. Because you aren't supposed to break them until later on, because in the beginning you need them as a spot to camp out. But some players are like, no, as soon as we get into this phase, I'm gonna destroy them all. And that is why I don't like doing this fight in co-op mode, although even though most bosses are faster in co-op. Most bosses are so much faster to do in co-op, but with this one, if you have a bad team, it just ruins you completely. Good, it never becomes a playable character. Understandable. And this is also annoying, the fact that she teleports, and then teleports again, and then teleports again, and again, and again, and again. Feels like this fight was designed to annoy you at least a little. Stop moving!
Not every wound will heal.
Except for when there's something you're not supposed to blow up. Yup.
I never asked for redemption. Never.
This fight was not well intended for co-op. I still don't know why. One thing. There's only a single weekly boss that's not possible to do in co-op. Why is the Valen the only weekly boss in the entire game that you can't fight in co-op mode? It's weird. I mean, I get it, because if the ground breaks and the players run off in different directions, right? Because when the ground shatters for the first time, you can either go left or right, and if players go in different directions, I guess that would mess up the fight a little bit. But just because of that, it's the only fight you can't do in co-op. Seems a little bit stupid. Fights screwing over anyone using melee. Stealth mission. Yeah. Co-op is a tricky thing sometimes. Now then. Sure. Let's do like the usual, like three that are fun here. This one is another one that's a little bit tricky to pull off, because if you don't dodge that one attack, you're dead. And if you're in co-op mode, you're dead for good because you don't have any spare team members. Alright. Now usually, this is one of those fights, like I do a lot of fights in co-op mode usually. The only ones I don't do in co-op mode are the wolf boss, whatever that guy's name was. Andreas, I think. Dvalin. Child, because he's just so fast to do, it's not worth matching up with other players. It's not worth wasting the time for that. And Senora, because if you play her in co-op mode, people will screw you over. Other than that, I usually do stuff in co-op mode. Everyone else still dies. It is very embarrassing. Oh, especially those people when you fight Ashtaha and people don't realize that, hey, when he does that giant shockwave attack where he storms over and over and over and over again, you might want to step away. There's a lot of people who just continue to stand right next to him and then end up dead. And I'm like, dude, why the fuck would you do that to yourself? Even if I'm there with as a Zhongli main. Even if I'm standing there giving them a shield, like my shield can only do so much. At some point it's gonna break, and then you're dead. And I still try my best to keep them alive, but it just... Again, there's a limit. And boom. But yeah, this is another one that's usually faster in co-op mode. Like, as long as the other players don't die by its one-shot attack. And this part is honestly just annoying. Like this transition phase here. Like, it's not difficult, just annoying. Nope, you're not eating that. There we go. Well, people leave the domain and then leave the world or kick me. Dude. Stupid. Oh, dude, what's up? How are you? How's it going?
This is order.
Not much is up here. I've just finished the event that I was playing and have now decided to just do some weekly boss fights before ending the stream too early. Because I said the stream would be shorter, but I don't want it to be too short. So I've decided, yeah, a little bit of extra action doesn't hurt. You need to die. I'm good? Glad to know. Gotta go now. Bye. Alright. Bye-bye. Thanks for sticking around.
Stabilize.
I don't know. You like Tekken? I think it's fun to watch. I've never actually played it myself though. But I think it looks pretty fun. Like, I don't play a lot of like I think the only real 3D arena fighter I've played was Killer Kill If, which was fun, definitely. Haven't played it in a while. I think I streamed a little bit of it once. I should play it again. Alright, final phase, here we go. I'm ready.
By royal shower me with praise. Let my name echo in song.
You're getting hit by all my attacks now, bitch. Oh god, the aftershocks. Okay, where's the shield? Where's the shields? Where's the shields? There we go. Now this attack one-shots you. No matter... Like, even if I have my powerful shield up, that attack will always one-shot you no matter what. Which makes it a little scary. Where are you going? Oh no, 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 shield! I was looking at chat, I almost overlooked the fact that I was about to get one shot.
By royal decree.
Can you stop moving?
I summon Dumpy Dumpy Toe.
Ow. Alright, one more weekly boss, I think. Ow. Guess that's what I get for being distracted. My feelings from playing too much? Is there ever such a thing as playing too much? You should try Tekken 8, it's amazing. Maybe. Maybe I should. Maybe I should. Who knows? Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Only time will tell. Alright. Final weekly boss I'll do this week. Or final weekly boss I'll do today. I'll definitely do all of them this week. Just, you know, final one I'll do on stream today. And after that, I'll wrap it up. As I said, today's stream is a little bit shorter. But I couldn't end it too early. I mean, we were just about... We just got over the 1 hour mark when I finished off the event. That was a little bit too soon. Again, like with most boss fights, I normally do this one in multiplayer. So fighting it again in single player is going to be a bit of a different experience for me. So let's go in. Big boss. I'm ready.
Let it be known that divinity is mine.
Alright, now die.
Feeble human.
Oz reveal.
Oh no, he got fire. Whatever will I do? Oh no, he has ice. Whatever will I do? Puny god.
Insignificant past. Order guide you.
I'm a better god than you.
By royal decree.
My endless cycle.
Oh, this attack, right.
Solidify.
Honestly, this is nice and all, but I have a shield.
Insignificant past.
Not too great. I still don't know what game you guys are even talking about. Alright, dude. Chill out. You're almost down. Okay, phase 2. It is fun watching these cutscenes again. It's been a while, you know? Big boy. He has legs now! Attack already, you little fucker. Okay.
Mine to dominate.
Alright. What's next? Ooh, big attack. Hello. I should probably heal a little bit while I'm just standing around dodging. Refresh my shield. This boss is nice. Phase 2 is easy because you can just, you know, win by not attacking him directly at all. But I could also attack him to speed it up a little bit. Refresh shield. And this definitely speeds it up quite a bit. Boom. Alright. Final attack. This is another one that can one-shot you. Burn to oblivion. This boss is nice. Yes. Yes. Alright, Farina, I think your minions can damage this stuff. Looks like it. Ooh, but this isn't looking too clean. Please tell me. Okay, this works. Perfect. This is a little bit. Okay, this one's always a bit close. But after that, it's easy. I just go up here. Set you up. Set you up. Get a meteorite in his face. And then let Klee handle the rest. And there we go. That is how you defeat a god. Easy as pie. And with that, ooh, it's interesting that there's so many more people here. Normally Genshin is a game that doesn't attract people to watch. I wonder why today of all days people are sticking around. Oh, let me guess. Is it that people actually just want to see the gameplay and don't care about watching the story? Is that why more people show up when I'm just fighting bosses? Have I been doing things wrong this whole time? Is me streaming the story instead of the grind the thing that's making people look away? If I was streaming the grind instead of the story, would that be the thing that draws people here? Well, too bad I'm not doing it that way. We are here for the story on my streams. And that will always remain the case. So even though today's Genshin stream has many people here that actually care, I will not extend. Actually on I'm actually on Celestial? The game you are talking, what? Talking about game stuff? I think. Alright. Now then. I have to look for someone to raid real quick. So we don't waste everything here fighting. Ah. I see, I see. So, who do we grab? Raid CodeErr. Yeah, we should totally raid that one. Alright, Gabe, who is this suggestion you have there? Who might this person be? Let's have a look at them. Are they a small streamer? Yes. Small streamer, streaming Genshin. VTuber. Works for me. Friend of... Ooh. That works really well then. Alright, let me just set up the raid real quick. Alright. Alright, everyone, remember to always be kind. Share some love with this person. If you liked my Genshin stream, I'm sure their stream will be nice too. Laters, I just noticed that you also just went live. Who knows, maybe I'll swing by your stream as well. But this raid is already set up and set in motion now. But you are playing Tekken 8, which is a game that you did say you wanted me to check out, so I'll have to swing by to get a little bit of a look-see. But yeah, everyone, thank you for watching. I'll see you all on Friday for Friday Night Funkin', hopefully. If you want more Genshin, we'll see when they drop another update with more story stuff. Who knows whenever that's gonna be. Until then, everyone, though, have a good one. I'll see you around. Bye-bye. And of course, if you're watching this as a VOD after it's been uploaded to YouTube, your support has also been greatly appreciated. And you do know, if you do want to catch me live in the future, you can do so by checking the description down below, where you'll find a link to my Twitch. I stream there every Friday and Saturday. But if you do care about Genshin, you'll have to be a little bit more spontaneous than that. I am sorry. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you around. Bye-bye.